If someone's looking to sabotage or destroy an enemy artillery piece, there's quite a few ways to do that, and we'll get into a few of them. But despite what you might see on TV or in video games, dropping a frag grenade down the barrel isn't going to do this. Before we move on, I did a video a couple days ago talking about what probably happened to this D-20 howitzer, and it likely wasn't a grenade. Here's why. Every time an artillery round is fired, it absorbs an explosion. That happens here in the breech, and that's what's used to send the projectile downrange. In the case of the M777, every time it's fired, it puts off around 40,000 kilojoules of energy. That's dispersed between the muzzle and then absorbed throughout the rest of the howitzer. By comparison, the standard M67 frag grenade puts out 500 kilojoules of energy, or 1/80th of what the 777 is designed to absorb thousands of times over. I know it's not a perfect comparison. We're talking new American 155 to an old Russian 152, but I think you get the point. It would take around 80 grenades to equal the force that the howitzer is designed to absorb. I have no idea how many it would take to actually sever the tube. There would be damage, especially to the rifling inside the barrel of the tube, which affects accuracy. So I don't want to write that off, but there's a few better ways to disable a howitzer. Sticking with the barrel, if you drop a thermite grenade down it, it's not going to melt the entire thing off, but it will cause enough deformities in the barrel and potentially even the breech to take the howitzer out of commission. Now, not everybody's running around with thermite grenades, so let's talk about a couple ways that are even easier. The back left area of a D-20 is how it's aimed. So pick up a hammer, a rock, or anything heavy, and just go to town on this general area here. If you knock out the sight, some of the traversing mechanisms that move the gun left and right, up and down, it's pretty useless. Of course, technically, if you destroy all that stuff, the howitzer could still fire in the same direction, just never aim again. So for those a little more knowledgeable, you could go back here and steal or just destroy the firing pin. Without that, this just becomes a big piece of metal. And there are not a lot of extra firing pins floating around an artillery battery. One final comment. Artillery tubes are designed to be replaced over time. So if you really want to take this howitzer out of the fight, don't worry about blowing up the barrel. Focus back here.